reviewer Florence Villemin with us.
Jenny.
Hi, Flo. France's new Prime Minister, Manuel Valls, just announced yesterday, obviously he's dominating papers both here and abroad.
That's right, and get ready for a lot of puns all over the press today. Let's start with Libération. Talks about how Hérault goes waltzing. Valls, that's Valls' last name there. Now, Jean-Marc Ayrault, of course, replaced with Manuel Valls. He's the one in charge. Libé points out that Hollande really didn't have a choice after his government was rocked by a stinging defeat in local elections. Le Figaro, the right-leaning paper, also has a little gambling pun here. Hollande joue son va-tout. So Hollande puts all his chips on the table. Les Échos, the business paper, also playing on this word, talking about le pari, so the bet, the gamble. Now, a lot of papers are pointing out that Valls really has his work cut out for him. L'Opinion wonders, can he save Hollande? So pretty big job that he has there. And 20 Minutes is also talking about the survival manual, Manuel Valls. So he essentially has to save the government and François Hollande.
Now, in addition to just introducing Manuel Valls, a lot of papers are also taking a closer look at just who exactly he is.
That's right, left papers and right papers as well. Let's start with Libération, pointing out, 51 years old, born in Barcelona, joined the Socialist Party when he was 17. They really focus on the fact that he's a self-proclaimed social democrat. Valls likes to compare himself to Tony Blair and Bill Clinton, Gerhard Schroeder, etc. But Libé points out that for a lot of people within the Socialist Party, he's a little too much to the right for their liking. He's a very divisive and controversial figure, not only for his economic policy, but also for what he did when he was Interior Minister, France's top cop. He supported some very controversial policies regarding security and immigration. Now, L'Humanité, the communist paper, so to the left of the left, says that his nomination as prime minister, well, it's a double punishment. They were hoping that because of the election results, the government would take a shift to the right, left rather. Well, here, Hollande has taken a clear shift to the right.
Now, other papers are actually comparing him to another controversial politician, but who is on the right.
That's right, and that is the former president, Nicolas Sarkozy. Le Figaro says it. They say that his rise in French politics has been really spectacular. He's never hidden his ambitions. He would like one day to be president of France. So Le Figaro says that he's a man in a hurry. He's hyperactive, so very much the same words that have been used to describe Nicolas Sarkozy. And there's a cartoon in Le Parisien today where you can see politicians saying, this new prime minister looks a lot like Nicolas Sarkozy, and Hollande there is saying, yes, but I'm confident that I'll beat him in 2017. We'll see what happens.
All right, let's take a look at how papers outside France are reacting to the news.
Well, very similar themes to what we've been seeing in the French press. As you can imagine, there's a lot of reaction in the Spanish press, given that Valls was born in Barcelona. Now, El Mundo, for instance, focuses on the fact that Valls is seen as being somewhat to the right within the Socialist Party, but it points out that Hollande really had to take this step to the right to avoid another electoral setback. The Frankfurter Allgemeine, so a German paper, says it's the hour of the red sheriff. This article focuses on the fact that for a long time, Hollande actually didn't really trust Manuel Valls, but here he actually is depending on him to save his reputation. But a lot of papers are wondering if it's too late for Hollande in many ways. I pulled out a cartoon from The Independent where you can see Hollande at the guillotine, and he's managed to chop off his head, saving his head there. Zut alors, it was very close, but he's chopped off his body, and his body there says the Socialist Party. So it seems like, according to this cartoon, he's distancing himself from his own party. Also, a lot of papers are falling for the puns as well. Independent talks about, once again, how Hollande is taking a gamble with this new prime minister. And Le Soir, the Belgian paper, is talking about how Hollande is playing his last card with Manuel Valls.
Now, all of that's focusing on the new prime minister. Are any of the papers talking about the potential new cabinet that will be under Manuel Valls?
That's right. Well, there's a lot of speculation about just who could be a part of this new cabinet. So from serious papers, but I've also pulled out one from a satirical site, Topito. They have been very creative about who they think should be part of the new government. This is, for instance, their superhero government. You have Jesus and Mother Teresa among the ministers. They've also made a cabinet with only Manuel Valls, so 100% Manuel Valls. Maybe that could save the day as well. And my favorite one was also a cabinet with just 100% Nicolas Cages. Perhaps this is, for April Fools or something.
All right, thanks so much for that, Florence Villemin. I like the government with Wonder Woman and Luke Skywalker. That's my favorite.